Hello everybody, how are you doing? Well, LinkedIn has got busier than Los Angeles airport the week before Thanksgiving. So how do you stand out so that people automatically go, yeah, this person is actually an expert. This person knows what they're talking about. And this is an individual that I want to speak to. So in this video, I'm going to give you 3 ways to do this. And yes, the third one is this: don't call yourself a coach or consultant, even if you are absolutely 100% a coach or consultant. But the first one is this, because here's what's happened on every social media platform. You see it on LinkedIn, you see it on YouTube. Everybody that has one of these, a keyboard, and one of these, a mouse, and one of these, a camera, and one of these, an arm, if they don't have that to hold this, a phone, is going on video and making content. So if everybody is making content about all of the same topics, how do you position your LinkedIn profile? How do you position your content so that people actually feel you know what you're talking about? Well, it's actually really, really simple. And I'm going to show an example now from an amazing client. Zaina. Hi, Zaina. If you're watching, we've just been on the call, because you only actually need to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say 5 words, because Zaina has put something that all these 20-year-olds that are just getting a computer and creating content, they absolutely cannot do it. And let me share my screen and show you without any further ado these words here. 20 years experience in technology and leadership. So I'm 44 next year. If you're watching me, I can guess you're probably not the, and I mean this with love and respect, you're probably not going to be the youngest, because I don't attract the 20-somethings to watch my content. I'm far too old. I'm far too wooden. I'm far too sensible. I'm far too, I'm just not their vibe, right? So if you have experience, if you've done things, achieved things, then just add the number of years you've been doing what you do, or the number of years in your industry. It doesn't necessarily have to be the number of years in your business. If your business is the same business in the same industry, then just add it there and you will be good. Now, the second thing you can do is really, really important, because no matter what you say and how much you believe you're good and how good the things that you write in your profile reflect that you're good, like I just showed you, there's something way more powerful when it comes to convincing people, influencing people, and helping them to believe that you're an authority than what you say. And has anybody got this? Come on, what time is it? It's 5:36. You might have got this. Yes, it's what somebody else says about you, but, because I know you're thinking, Mark, that's a boring one, but something's changed. Something has absolutely changed in LinkedIn and what you can do. And I do some training for Tony Robbins clients. Hello, if you're watching, because I know I've seen a few of you on my profile recently. And I did this live on a training last week, and I thought everybody knew this. And then everyone was like, oh, wow, that's new. I didn't know this. So let me just show you what you can do right now. So let me just share the screen. You can put in your featured section. There we go. You can put in your featured section there, your recommendations. And by the way, Marisa, an amazing person, amazing client, she's done that. And doesn't that make her credible? And by the way, if you need PR help, speak to Marisa. If you need to get promoted in STEM, speak to Zaina, because they're absolutely fantastic. Just add the recommendations into your featured section, because you know how it is on LinkedIn. Everyone's a serial entrepreneur. Everyone's had 10 exits. Everyone's buying a business. Everyone's a multi-millionaire. But it doesn't mean anything if you say it. Put it in there. All right. So what's the last one? What is the last one that you can do? So there's a really interesting book called Play Bigger, and the idea of Play Bigger, it talks about Uber. Uber is kind of the poster child of the topic of this book. And what did Uber do differently? So let's think about the taxi market, because yes, I am old. Before Uber came along, there were lots of companies that tried to launch better taxi companies. They might add a different feature. They might go luxury. They might go discount. They might have specific sets of cars. Some of them specialize in long distance. Some of them specialize in short distance, and so on and so forth. But basically, they tried to compete by edging ahead on features and benefits. But what Uber did is they ignored all that and created a new category, which is the ride share category. So when it comes to LinkedIn and your business and your business model, it's much better to look at established business practices, actually read books and practice what's working as much as you can onto LinkedIn, rather than listening to LinkedIn social media coaches who tell you, I don't know what they tell you, but you get the point. So you're obviously not going to create Uber. You're obviously not going to do, well, you may, I don't say obviously, but probably, I think for most of us, including myself, that's out of reach. And Elon Musk, sending stuff to Mars, we're probably not going to be doing that. But how can you do that? And by the way, I do this on my profile, but I'm going to show you someone else's profile, because I thought about this. And I thought about it for a long time. And I've had this up on my profile for 2 years. And I said to Jason, who's another client, he should do this. And here's what he's done, right? And it's already rocking and rolling for him. You can see here, not another mindset coach. And then he's got his statement here. And if you go to mine, I've done the same thing. Not another agency or coaching program. What does this achieve? Well, it automatically helps people believe that you are different. You generally bring something to the table. And more than anything, it creates the thing that killed the cat. Am I still allowed to say that in 24? Curiosity. It's a saying, it's an idiom. I don't mean it literally. And if you're offended by that, I don't know what to say. But anyway, let's get to the next point, which is why you should not call yourself a coach and consultant. Now, if you've ever bought yourself a car, you will know that when you start researching cars, you go out and you start looking into the cars. So at the moment, I'm looking into the Honda Pilot. I've got 2 kids, school run, all that sort of stuff. I'm a very practical. Car gets me from A to B. I mean, I don't care about luxury. I'd rather spend the luxury on going around the world, luxury on experiences and so forth. That's just my thing. Might not be your thing. But the point is, as soon as I started looking at Honda Pilots, all of a sudden, everybody in Lakeland, Florida, where I live, got out of bed and bought a Honda Pilot. Everybody in the Publix parking lot has a Honda Pilot. Everyone in any parking lot has a Honda Pilot. Why? My reticular activating system has automatically dialed in to what I'm looking for. That is to say, you focus on what's familiar to you. Now, nobody gets out of bed and says, I want a coach, I want a consultant. They get out of bed and say, oh my God, I can't believe I got this resignation letter. Oh my Lord, I can't believe that I am down to this much cash. Oh, I don't know what to do. I can't believe that agency hasn't worked. They talk about specific problems. They don't wake up and go, I want to hire Mark Firth, or I want to hire Joe Bloggs or Steve, whatever. They don't say, I want to coach a consultant. They say, I want to solve the problem. So the most powerful thing to do is speak to people on the level they're at. Speak to people in the language that reflects their... just chinned the microphone. Speak to people on using the language that reflects their inner world, because their inner world will then reflect the decisions they make in that outer world. So what does this mean? Get to the point, Mark. Speak to their problem. Speak to their problem. Say how many years you've been doing it. Get the recommendations in the features section and create some curiosity in that cover. Now, just put in the chat which of the 4 points. I was planning to do 3, but it's 4. Hey, we're live. We got a bit of artistic license. Which of those 4 points most resonated with you? I would love to know, because it helps inform our YouTube videos. Have a wonderful day, all right? And I can see we've got people on live, so I just want to thank you for your time. I know everyone's time is valuable. It's a Monday night, and I'm going to take the kids to gymnastics. Take care. Bye-bye.